Tuned into the boom room, the livest show in fantasy. Yeah. Welcome to host Walt, Igler, Beat It Fantasy League. Welcome to the boom room, had to get in tune, rocking with the best. Welcome to the boom room, had to get in tune, roster is a mess. Welcome to the boom room, had to get in tune, in it for the checks. Welcome to the boom room, had to get in tune, in it for respect. Few things to address.
Welcome to week 2 of the Boom Room. Hey man, shout out the Negro for backing the Cosby Show in a different world. I was just trying to make a point, but thanks for watching. Without further ado though, let's talk about week 2. First up, TNT versus Negro. Anthony Richardson came out the gates blazing, 2 touchdowns in the first 5 minutes, but he suffered a concussion and was ruled out in the first quarter. You would think that would give TNT a huge advantage, led by Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence was That's how we always looking at Trevor Lawrence after the game. No touchdowns, 3 field goals. My 3 running backs combined for like 11 points. Hey, listen. Shout out the Negro. His defense with 2 touchdowns. He lost Nick Chubb, still no problem. He gets the win. He wins the first leg of the 4-way bet. Congratulations, Negro. In the win column. Now on 2. The Legends versus whooping that ass. The rivalry game had little fireworks as the Legends flexed their muscles, led by Herbert, McCaffrey, and Christian Kirk. Zach Ertz, nice pickup, Legends. On the other side, AJ Brown continues his early season struggles. The running backs also left a lot to be desired, whooping that ass in an early whole 0-2. Legends undefeated. Now on 2. G5 versus Body Bag. The rematch of the cheesesteak, would G5 perform any better? Nobody lineup changed as much from week 1 to week 2 than G5. He benched 2nd round pick Garrett Wilson for Kendrick Bourne. He played, let me take my notes, L. Musgrave, I don't even know his first name. No, I'm just joking, but seriously, as the flex, he also got burned by the Giants defense. Meanwhile, Kirk Cousins heard the noise and responded with 43. The Cowboy defense picked right up where they left off after week 1 with 24 points. Body Bag off to a strong 2-0 start. Got a $150 cheesesteak with a little champagne. I see you, homie. Arizona Ron versus the Jabronis. This matchup been a little spicy over the past few years. The league is looking at Arizona Ron like this after the Cam Akers decision. You lost by 5 points, and you had somebody in your lineup with a donut. You could have closed your eyes and picked anybody on your bench, and you would have won the game. Hey, look, it's your money, though. Hey, that's one less team we got to worry about for the playoffs. Bang. Hey, Jabronis, good shit. Now on 2, the most competitive game of week 2. Machiavellians versus Return of the Jedi. This was a weird game. The losing team had 3 wide receivers score over 20 points. The winning team lost 2 players to injuries with no points. Between Justin Fields, AJ Dillon, Kyle Pitts, and the Jets defense, this is how Return of the Jedi was looking at them. On the flip side, Keenan Allen went off. I know Machiavelli said thank you because Tyler Lockett and Gabriel Davis had big games on his bench. Machiavellians also made history, being the first team in the history of the league to win a game with 2 donuts in his lineup. Good shit, Mac. Don't let that win go to waste. Now on to the game of the week. The champs, they raising the banners. The first championship in franchise history. The crowd was going crazy. What a scene. He had the most decorated team, the higher power in there. You couldn't ask for a better opponent. Sold out Thursday night. Here we go. Early on, it looked like the higher power came to play, led by Mike Evans and a late rally by Joey B. However, they were no match for the balance the champs displayed. You name it, they got double figures, led by DeAndre Swift. Where did that come from? And Rashad White, where did that come from? Man, after 2 weeks, the champs looked as good as anybody. Man, what a night for the champs. That place was rocking. I see you, champs. This segment is inspired by Nick Wright. I'm a big fan of his on First Things First. And I got my own committee. And I talked to the committee about the draft. And we'll be real quick here because we didn't really get a chance to get into it. The committee, 5-person committee. And this is what they said. I said, listen, tell me, who had the worst draft? Drum roll, please. They said the worst draft went to Arizona Ryan. Didn't really like the back half of his draft. Thought he took too many replacement running backs trying to hit. I can't really say I disagree with him too much, but they thought Arizona Ryan had the worst draft, and it wasn't particularly close. Sorry, Ryan. Now, on the flip side, who did they say had the best draft? They liked a lot of drafts. They thought this draft was evenly done, but they said at the end of the day, they thought the defending champs had the best draft. Congratulations, Al Caginos. The committee loved your draft the best. Now, I also asked the committee, give me the 7 playoff teams. If you had to give me the 7 playoff teams right now, tell me who they are. This is what the committee came back for. And we'll see how many the committee gets right. They said Return of the Jedi, Body Bag, El Caginos, Jabronis, TNT, Lincoln Legends. That leaves 1 team. They said it was 2 teams for this 1 spot. And believe it or not, both these teams are winless. They said higher power and whipping that ass. They said one of those 2 teams would get in. This is the nugget they said. They said higher power after 5 games. If he has 2 wins, he's a lock for the playoffs. If he doesn't have 2 wins, whipping that ass should be able to take him. We'll see what happens. Hey, the other 5 teams, hey, prove the committee wrong. But we'll see. Hey, man, what a week. We got 4 teams still without a win. Listen, it could get late real early. Y'all need to get on the board. But now, having said that, now on to the game of the week. It needs no introduction. The biggest rivalry in the Beat It Fantasy Football League. The 2 winningest franchises in the Beat It Football League. They get it on every year, Sunday night. Can't wait for it. It's like Eagles Cowboys. Here we go. Legends, TNT for bragging rights. Ain't no Stella. I'm going to have a red stripe on you, homie. Can't wait to talk about it next week.
In it for respect, few things to address. D5 think he fly, he the Jets. Always number 1, now opposite is Seth. Put JR in body bag, I must confess. Some owners play checkers, Caginos play chess. Me, T, and do really like Clay, Dre, and Steph. Don't do too much talking, they still wanna press. The main ones just talking, they team don't impress.